So we just tried to do this, and we took a photo of ourselves anyways, and both of us have very shocked faces on, and it's pretty great. If you all are wondering,
haven't done this for a while.
if you all are wondering, it's 10 p.m. on Monday the 9th.
Yes, and we've had dinner. We've gotten back. We've unpacked the boat. Nothing else is unpacked. I still have to do payroll for the office, and I have to then. There's something that my brother needs to have printed out and signed, and then sent back, fax back. So we'll do that. I think I'll scan it in and send it back by email, whatever. And then I've got a couple students who are going, but Dr. Predmor, I need to talk to you. You need to help me figure this out. I'm going, sorry, I've got boat brain. I can't figure this out on the boat. You have to wait till I get home. And then, as I told my friend Sue, I have a class to write with someone from engineering who's just dying to do a new class.
Because you're a foe.
Well, yeah, and he hasn't been a full-time professor yet. His full-timeness starts in September, so he's like raring to go. And I said, I'm on vacation. He goes, I talked to Dean Ward. He said we could do it in the fall. I said, well, I can't do it in the fall. Be my guest. I went, oh, okay. I guess we can wait until spring. Yeah. Yeah.
He's so excited. Is this
excited.
the mechanical one? Mechanical engineering?
Yes.
Oh. He's so excited.
He's very excited.
So excited.
So excited. And then there were 3 other things that I told her that I had to do. I said, what the heck happened here? Did I miss the meeting? They nominated me?
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. So, we've got lots of things to talk about.
So much. So why don't we talk about these first, because it's in your lap.
Okay.
So, we're going to start with the stash acquisition. We got our Knit More Adventure Along bags. So, I got I think it's the 2 skein drawstring one with the little carabiner thing on the side.
Carabiners are fun.
Well, it's so you can click a carabiner on there.
Nice.
And they're by Little Skein and the Big Wool. They were pre-orders. So this was Mom's birthday, and Mother's Day.
Bottom up, top down.
It's the island. And so it's Choose Your Own Adventure Cal, which is essentially a sweater knit along. Mm-hmm. So it's got all of the different features on islands in this archipelago. Thank you, archipelago. Like Isle of Despair, the Doldrums, which is between the Yoke and the Raglan, and Sleeve Island, and Kingdom of Hand Knit Sweaters.
Isle of Despair.
Straits of Indecision. You've got top down, bottom up.
Sleeve Island.
The Land of Yarn Chicken. And then
it's really sturdy. It's quilted.
It's very, very sturdy. And Mom got the sweater bucket, the new design by Little Skein and the Big. I think these are our first Little Skein and the Big Wool bags.
Yes.
They're lovely quality, all I can say. Is Mom got, and I bought Mom the new size, the sweater bucket can hold 20 skeins, and it does.
It does.
We tested that before you left.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So.
What else? Go ahead, keep talking.
So, I guess we'll move on to things we finished.
I'm trying to find my stuff.
Okay,
As I said, we're just off the boat. Don't I look like I'm just off the boat? Look
a little.
This. Yes.
So, I finished my chuck. I need to weave in my ends, I need to block it, but
I think it's in my cold weather stuff. You talk, and I'll go get it.
So, I finished my chuck. It fits. I did crop sleeves. I ended up doing 3 pattern repeats of the pattern down the front. It looks really cool. It is very sparkly because it's on Smashing. This is White Queen on Smashing by Nerd Girl Yarns. It's the pattern Chuck by Andi Satterlund. It was really lovely. The yarn is wonderful to work with. It's not superwash, so I am going to have to do all of the blocking and washing and stuff by hand. But I am so excited for this sweater to be wearable, or to be worn. It is too hot to do that now, but I'm so happy that I finished it. So that, I think, is also my fourth, something like that, fifth finished object for our whip along. So I finished that.
Coming.
I finished my chuck, as I showed you.
Yes, and it's a very pretty color.
Thank you. I love it. I think that's all I finished.
I finished something too.
Ooh, what did you I'm so jealous.
I finished my Zweig.
You finished your Zweig? So
I love it. I love it.
I'm up to here on my Zweig.
I love your colors.
Thank you. So I put it on, I tried it on.
One of them sparkles?
Yes, the yolk color sparkles. So I put it on waist yarn. I tried it on. It fits. It looks really good.
Kind of heat prostration.
Yay!
But I love it.
Lovely.
Love it, love it,
Now
love it.
take it off before you die.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But see, I like the bigger neck.
It's beautiful. I'm
Very
worried about
pleased.
you overheating.
Yes.
The
The house has not, well, the air conditioner was set like 85 while we were gone, and it hasn't cooled down yet, which is why I'm still pink in the cheeks.
So I intend on picking up the sleeves today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow now.
Yeah.
I have a knit night thing tomorrow. Yeah, Bryant
Nice.
Park, where I'm going to meet up with Steph, remember?
Right.
So I might bring this in to do that. And I'm going to work with the sleeves. I'm going to knit this. I'm going to finish the sleeves, and then I will have the remainder of that yarn to do the body as long as I would like. I'm thinking about maybe making it extra long, like low hip. Just for wearability with my different height jeans.
Very nice.
Because I know I predominantly wear my like mid-high to high waist, high hip jeans, or even high-waisted jeans. But I think I would like to have the flexibility.
Sounds good.
With that sweater.
That sounds excellent.
And then, I finished my chuck, and I was all set to cast on, or to do some swatching for the Tegna. And then I also brought this thing, which you can't see.
Oh, there it shows.
There it is. So this is the Miranda pullover. It is, I'm going to make the short sleeve version. I might have enough for a hood. I think it would look really cute with the hood. I think I'm going to wait.
Adorable.
I'm going to wait and see, obviously, but I think it would look really cute with the hood. I've had this yarn for a while, and I wanted to knit this sweater for at least 2 years. So I was like, I already had swatched for it, so I was like, all right, let's just cast it on. I'm already halfway through.
And you're going to remind me to close
yarn.
the thread on our whip along on the 15th.
Yes.
What's today?
Sunday. Next Sunday.
Today's the 9th.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
When we record. Next.
Excellent. Excellent. So anybody who's done something, finished something, look at this hair. Put pictures up. Post it, please. That would be lovely. You know, this is the earliest I've had my Rhinebeck sweater done.
I know. I'm so impressed.
Unbelievable.
I'm so impressed.
Yes.
This means you might be able to make another one.
I don't know if I want to make another one at the moment. I think I've just lost the back of my sweater.
It's not down, the Julia?
Yeah. Is it downstairs?
I think it's on the dining room table.
I think you may be right.
You have Julia pieces on the dining room table.
Then that would be the back. Because I have the front. I finished the front.
Good. But yeah, so I picked this up. I started my 4th skein of yarn. There are 6 skeins of yarn for this sweater. And what the hell just happened?
Shh. Such language.
That's weird, but okay.
Probably heat prostration.
So I am 5 rows from where the kangaroo pocket would be started. I'm not going to put the pocket because I don't really want the pocket on this. If I was going to make
a little pouchy
another one, I might make it like a little oversized, make the pocket, like make it more of a sweatshirt kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This I kind of want as like a good, sturdy, black, you know, sweater. I was worried about the cable pattern not really showing up, but it's actually, in person, it's showing up quite nicely because it's very simple.
Is this because it's worsted?
I think it's like an Aran, and I think it might be also because it's such a simple pattern.
It's lovely, but I think having a fingering, it would disappear. Yeah,
so you can see it's a very simple cable pattern. Just in those few rows with just then ribbing in between. I'm really enjoying knitting it. It's quite addictive.
Cool.
But yeah, that's what I have finished, and then I want to cast on other things because I'm me. So, yeah. What have you been working on?
I just unpacked it and then I lost it.
What?
My sweater.
I didn't see your sweater.
It's in here. Oh, please. No, it's got to be in here. Oh, Lord. No, it wasn't there. I'm having a mental breakdown here. I just unpacked it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The heat.
It gets the best of all of us.
So, whoops. Yes. So this is the front. And if you remember, I do have a back. And I altered the pattern to have this V-neck. And
is it a V-neck or is it a scoop neck?
Well, it's supposed to be a V-neck, but, you know, whatever. So I've got that done. And it's ready to be sewn to the back. And then there are sleeves. And I've managed not to break the needles. I'm amazed. Because I was packing things in canvas bags as tight as they would go today to get it all off the boat. We made it in 1 carload. In fact, it took us 2 carloads to pack it on. So, here are my sleeves. And the reason my sleeves aren't done is because Tour de Sock started.
Yeah, it did.
3 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they had people done in like 9 hours.
Fins.
They were.
Yes.
I was amazed.
Yes.
I know you say it every year, but I'm just like...
I have a finished sock. See this? And I got this much done on my second sock today. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 patterns. There's 6 patterns on the leg.
That's the yarn that... Is that... What yarn is that?
I don't know. It was balled up last year.
I feel like that's the one that I have the DK of.
I have no idea.
I don't either.
No idea.
I don't either.
No ball band. I had it balled up for Tour de Sock last year. Knew what it was last year. Have no idea what it is this year.
I think I know.
So, I was hoping to finish sock 2. Well, I had a wild idea that I was going to finish it today. No. Don't even think I'm going to get the other 2 patterns in. It really depends on how fast I can answer those emails from my students. And then start the wash. But I'd like to get down to at least here. I can tell you, I just dropped it, that I was actually sleep knitting on this. And as usual, I had to take out everything that I had done during my sleep knitting episode. I kept saying, I can do this, I can do this.
Nope. Heel?
Not the heel, the gusset. The gusset is all done on the bottom, which is very interesting. The sock fits. I actually made a medium because...
I was thinking about making a medium too.
Well, you can try this one on. Because the small was a 55, and with these patterned socks, particularly with the Pico, she's calling it a Latvian braid top.
Because it's cast on cuff down, if it were.
Yes, these are cuff down.
I might use a size up to do that cast on then.
Yeah.
Or 2. Those are actually pretty cute.
Stick your foot up here.
Fits. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't really see all of the patterning, but...
Thank you. I like it.
I have very long legs, y'all.
So anyway, I've gotten this far. It's going to be a 5-day.
That's fine.
But I have my sleeves to do. So anyway, I do want to support my team. I'm on a relaxed team.
I'm not even on a team.
I think we have 7 days to get things done, maybe 9. I'm not sure.
We have a good amount. I was thinking of balling
That's
up
pretty.
this for it.
I like that.
Do you think that's wild enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks good. So I have done that. I have my sleeves. I took my sugar maple with me. You know what I don't see? I don't see my cable sweater.
Mm.
Well, if it's not here, it's on the boat.
Mm.
It's on the boat. I did work on my sugar maple, but not much. Maybe 4 rows. So the sugar maple is hanging loose, but it's starting to show the dip.
Nice, in the back.
In the back, which is just what I wanted. So it's a work in progress, as usual. So yes, I had this with me because here are my pieces from my Zweig.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have to find my cotton sweater.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, once I finish unpacking, or once I even start unpacking, that'll be good. So I got a lot done. I was very happy.
You did.
Very, very happy with, those are the needles from the Zweig. I kept sticking things in balls of yarn so that they wouldn't get broken. Yeah, snapped. Snapped is right. So that's done. I thought I had everything in this, but obviously not. There's another bag someplace.
Somewhere.
So we had a lovely time. We got as far as Nantucket. It was so funny. We were leaving Martha's Vineyard, and I said, "Oh, I can pilot this boat. You know, we're doing just fine." Rich went down to have breakfast because I'd already had breakfast, and all of a sudden, there's a fog bank. And I said, "I'm not steering into a fog bank," and he's ignoring me. I said, "I'm not steering into a fog bank." Silence down below. So I had turned the boat around. And he says, "What is happening?" I said, "There's a fog bank. I'm not driving into the fog bank. I'm turning the boat around." And we had 2 more nights reservations in Martha's Vineyard. So we could have turned around. He goes, "We're not turning this boat around." I said,
"Yes, we are!
Turning this boat around unless you come up. I'm not driving into a fog bank." So he finished his breakfast while I circled in the sun. And then he got up there so that there could be somebody on each side of the boat because there are lobster pots as well as other boats. Now we have AIS, the Automatic Identification System, which works really well for boats that have AIS, but not everybody has it. And so the next improvement will be radar. And then we should be able to see just about everybody. Still go slow in the fog. But anyway, so we did get to Nantucket. And it was lovely. Well, I think the best restaurant we ate out in all vacation was in Nantucket. Absolutely delicious. It was right on the wharf, the dock. And I walked in and they said, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'll be doing really well if you give us reservations for dinner." And they did. Good. Yeah, it was great. And something like sea shanty or something like that. It was really nice. Richard had some kind of wine with dinner. I sipped it and it was delicious. I had a steak with braised nectarines. Somehow nectarines are not something I normally think of when I'm thinking about how am I going to make my steak. So I had onions. I had braised cherries. I had nectarines. I had antique balsamic vinaigrette. I was in heaven. And then they had sorbet.
Oh.
So they had watermelon mango, and they had peach.
Oh.
I had a scoop of each.
Of course.
Oh,
as one does.
My goodness. It was heaven.
Good.
Just heaven. So we had reservations in Nantucket for 2 nights. And if the tides/currents had been a little bit more forgiving, we would have stayed 2 nights in Nantucket. But we had to get to back to Cuttyhunk, Massachusetts on the day after what would have been our 2nd day in Nantucket, and the tides were just not with us. Just wasn't going to work. So we spent 1 night in Nantucket, then went back to Martha's Vineyard. Then from Martha's Vineyard, we went to Cuttyhunk. Cuddy Hunk, then to Newport and stay with friends of ours for the 4th of July. I had 2 nights worth of firecrackers. We are firecrackered out, I think.
Fireworks or
yes,
firecrackers?
Fireworks. Fireworks. I mean, there were fireworks that came up over the school, Roger Williams. I said, nice fireworks show that your school put on. She says, we didn't put on a fireworks show. I said, well, it came right over the school, so I'm calling it yours. And then we went down and met up with you in Stonington. Yeah. So that was good.
That was. We had a good time.
Ben's family. I met his other aunt. It was good. It was very good. Unfortunately, it rained the next day, so we couldn't take anybody out sailing. That was a shame.
It's okay. We stayed in. We
crafted. We paid for that game.
Mom played Sushi Go.
The first time in my life. It was fun.
We played Sushi Go with
his
aunt Marianne and his mom and my mom.
Yes. We had a very good time. We had a very good time. And went out to dinner both nights. I had seafood both nights. It was really, really good. Then we left and we went to Clinton, Connecticut on our way back. Stayed on a dock. It was nice and cool. The last time we were in Clinton, it was hot as Hades. It was at 98 degrees in the shade. So night before last, it was nice and cool and the dock was kind of quiet. It was really very nice there. It's a lovely place to stay if you have a boat and need to find someplace on the Connecticut shore. So that's really very nice. On the way out, we ran aground in the sand because it's a very shallow channel. And the last time it was dredged was 2015. And we have a deep boat because when we bought it, we thought it was going to be a performance boat because that's what all the advertising brochures said. Not so much, but we're stuck with a long keel. Can't shave those suckers off. So anyway, we draw 6'9", and apparently the bottom in some places was 6'7", and it wasn't even low tide. There's about another hour and a half left to go. But on the way in, we had hugged one side of the channel, and coming out, we were hugging the other side, much like a traffic lane. And obviously, we needed to be on that other side. So he gunned the engine and broke through the little sandbar, and I think we hit something like that 3 times, but we managed to get through. So it was good we left when we did. Got over to Port Jeff, just lovely and peaceful. And then we came in today from Port Jeff. So it's been a great vacation. Yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. I could have stayed out another 2 weeks, except for the fact that internet is
spotty.
I
was very impressed with your use of internet for the Tits Out Collective.
Where was I?
I don't know, but it was early on.
Yes, it was, and I was doing it on my phone.
I was very impressed.
My phone did pretty well. I didn't have a computer. My iPad doesn't reach very far, so I guess I did it on my phone. But yes, so we are getting some of the colors
those, yes,
from the Tits Out Collective. So if I wanted exposure,
if I want exposure, I would get my tits out. By Countess. It was set up by Countess Ablaze, and
because someone came to her wanting some outrageous deal for a yarn exhibition, and says, "Well, you'll be getting exposure," and it was not economically feasible at all for her, and so this was her response: "If I want exposure, I'll get my tits out."
Well, and also because I think they ended up copying her
another colorist did. So she first did her own, and then somebody actually copied the color. I don't know who.
Almost identically. And then yes, we understand between people you will always have a gray. There will always there's some colors that will look similar, but sometimes they are too similar, and you will know it when you produce it. And
so anyway, then she decided to offer the colorway to anybody who would give 5%.
It was, I think it was any percentage.
Any percent of the profits to a charity. And so that was a week ago Sunday.
July 1st.
Yes, I think that was a Sunday.
Yeah, it was.
And we have some that are coming from Asylum Fibers, and we have some that's coming from Yarn Inked.
Yeah, Yarn Inked, yeah.
And
we
so
loved all of them.
Yes.
But we decided together to only...
so I got a sweaters quantity from Yarn Inked, and
I have a t-shirt quantity from Yarn Inked, and I have one, and we both have one skein coming from Asylum. I think I'm going to get another 2 skeins of a different color to make a sweater with that one.
Very nice.
From Asylum. I'm going to talk to Stephanie tomorrow.
Very nice.
Because I think that'll be beautiful.
Yes. You know, and I'm sitting here looking at this other washcloth. I don't know if I showed you this washcloth the last time. This is a turkey.
Oh my god, I see it now.
And this was for...
Harry Potter Knitting Crochet Quidditch.
Quidditch. It represented USA. And the last Quidditch foray is on now. And we're supposed to be making something that represents either the UK or the US. And I'm trying to figure out... This is a possibility for the blue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything red, white, and blue.
You have Swift? When did you get Swift?
I don't know. But it's up here.
It is. It's really pretty. Funny thing is red, white, and blue represents both of them.
What about this for fireworks?
Whoa. Sure.
Whoa.
I almost just got beamed in the head with yarn.
Yes.
That'd be actually a first, surprisingly enough.
Surprisingly enough. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe this for fireworks because it's sparkly.
Okay.
So the Quidditch is to... I don't know when I got this. And then I have this.
That's the Nerd Girl I bought you a few years ago.
So anyway, this is...
Regia?
Opal.
Opal.
And it is... 425 meters.
Okay.
It is Opal Funny Mit Cyber-Effic Uluk. It's Farb 9331, Party 1572. I have no idea what that means.
I think it's color and lot.
And the special effect is the sparkle. Can you see? There's the sparkle. So I'm thinking try that for fireworks. I'll send a note in to the people who know what's going on and see if they will accept that. Something in that. Oh, you know, what is that shawl that you're making for, New Orleans?
Pincha.
Pincha. I thought maybe that would be pretty in a pincha. So,
the pincha is slightly hellish, but yeah.
So anyway.
It's a lot of counting.
There's that, and then there is also another shawl that a group of people are doing within the Quidditch. One of the women in Hufflepuff died suddenly. I mean, she's, I guess, my age, maybe plus 10 years. I think she was in her late 60s.
Wow.
I'm in my middle 60s. So, and people had seen her 2 weeks before, and she was fine. So I have no idea exactly what happened, but it was very sudden. And they're making a different shawl. So I may look into that. But I think that might work.
That might work.
So I'll send a note in and see if that would be accepted.
Yeah.
I hope I'm sure I can't possibly have lost that
I don't think
other sweater. It's just a matter of what did I do with it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So this is the new random fandom for July. It is... I have a war to win. It's based on the video game Wolfenstein. Huh. It's a sparkly gray and red. It's really pretty.
Gorgeous.
It might become gorgeous. Socks. I don't know what it's going to become.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So
if it doesn't become socks, it might become yours.
Okay, sounds good to me. So I need to finish my other sock. I need to finish my sleeves. And then I can see if I have enough time to do something for Quidditch, because Quidditch is going to come last.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Nerd Girl.
We're
doing
Nerd Girl.
In the Nerd Girl group, we're doing a hitchhiker along. because
why not?
Let's get out of our slumps. A bunch of us are in knitting slumps apparently, so we're getting out of them.
Excellent.
So I found my 2 skeins. I didn't realize I had 2. Wow, they look very, very different in the ball. In the skein, they didn't look this different. So
interesting.
These are both the scarf, which is based off of the Tom Baker 4th Doctor scarf by Nerd Girl Preppers. So this is from the original run that I got on a D-stash, and this is from the
reissue.
Well, she did an Insta gratification update, and had these skeins available. So the only difference between these two is this one has this taupe kind of color in it, between the red and the yellow stripe. So what I'm going to do...
What are you going to hold them double?
Hold on.
Oh, I'm listening.
I'm going to knit a hitchhiker on size like 7 or 8 to make it really big and smooshy.
Okay.
And I'm going to knit the first 4 teeth in the original. And then every other one from there on, I'm going to switch.
Oh, nice.
Off.
That'll be lovely.
And it'll be big and smooshy. And I'll get at least 42 teeth.
All right.
Which is the goal always.
Always. Very nice.
Yeah, so I figure I will cast that on soon. I wanted to cast it on today, but today has not been going my way. So
headache brain.
I've had a migraine since yesterday, and I think I might have killed it. We'll see. But yeah, so this is on Swagger, and this is Oh Snap. The only difference is this has nylon, this does not. They're both BFL. I'm going to use them together because why the hell not? So I think that's about it. I showed you the Blue Moon. So I have my bag O yarns that I want to use for Tour de Sock. If I manage to make it past knitting the first sock, maybe I'll add this to this bag.
That sounds like a good idea.
So I have the 2 skeins of sock yarn. Oh, this one's a silk. I probably don't want to use that. Right?
Probably
That's
not.
a sheen.
Yes.
That's what this is.
Yes.
Yes. Here's the bag. Oh, okay. So this will go in this bag then. So I have this, which is just regular Sweet Georgia sock, I think, that we dyed at Vogue. This is Blue Moon, which is a sponsor. Socks that Rock, 100% superwash merino in neon lights on Broadway.
I like it.
And then I have Rise Up on Super Sparkle, which is their Hamilton colorway.
Oh, pretty.
So
I like that.
Yeah, I think this will be better for the
yes.
first sock. I'm waiting for one that they say is good for light variegation, because I think that's... And then I guess I'll do Wolfenstein. I realized I don't have any Dragonfly that isn't already earmarked for something. Same with Babs, I think. But I figure I have 4 options. I can play with them. Maybe I'll keep this one in the mix, and I'll just grab a skein of our, like, undyed or something, and use this as, like, one of the color works.
Could be.
Or we can dye up a skein of, like, gray or something, or I'll find something in my stash to use with this.
She's talking about us dyeing up yarn, so
I was going to transition to that.
All
That's
right,
why I'm mentioning it now.
Okay. Sorry.
Hold on, ma'am.
I'm always too fast.
You are. So, I think, I have plans. Yes, I think I have plans for 5 socks. I think I just flung socks, or needles down, I'm sorry.
Yes.
So, I'm going to attempt, I like the first one.
This is fun.
And I think it's pretty quick.
Well, yeah,
because I seem to do... Well, I also seem to do better with things that have patterns than just straight vanilla socks.
Yeah,
so I
think you can count, and it keeps your mind engaged.
Yeah. So I think I will wind this up tomorrow and cast it on either tomorrow or Wednesday. Because I've also decided that my next sweater is going to be the slide pullover, which is that out of the... And I brought it with me because I wound up one of these big skeins of alpaca, and it was slightly too large for my ball winder.
So it needs to be on this ball winder.
So it needs to be on this ball winder, but I didn't have time before you all got here, so I will wait until
the weekend.
The weekend when we bring up the skein winder again. Or the skein... Swift tree, whatever. Brain. So, what I was alluding to...
I'll let her take the lead.
Well, I was going to say
said who we were, by the way.
Oh, God.
I'm Carolyn.
I'm Elizabeth, and we're knitting in our jeans.
I'm cpredmor on Instagram and Ravelry, but usually, and I was really pretty good while we were away. I was doing it as knitting in our jeans -C, and I was showing where we were and the knitting and kind of where we were. So if any of you were noticing, yep, that was me. Yep.
So I'm Toolizzforyou, TOOLIZZFORYOU on Instagram and Ravelry. So you can find me there. Of course we forgot. We're a bit rusty. We were laughing too much.
So we have a new venture. Knitting on our jeans is going to be dyeing yarn. And so we have examples, and we're selling it through Knit in Roslyn. And then I think eventually we'll be doing dyed on demand, much like Nerd Girl. Because we'll take pictures and we know how we got these colors, so we can do these colors. You know the names. I don't know the names.
So you hold them up. That's home field advantage.
Okay. This is the yellow.
That's Mad
Dogs and Englishmen.
Mad Men and Englishmen.
Okay. Mad Men and Englishmen. Go out in the noonday sun.
This is
Summer's Day.
Was that Summer's Day, or was that... Yeah, that's Summer Day.
I think
that's Summer Day.
The blue sky, and then there's a little brown in it. You know, kind of like today. That was a beautiful blue sky, but it was a little hot.
We have a lot of yarn to get through, Mom.
Yes, sorry.
How now, brown cow? I don't know why. Don't ask us. I just saw it, and that's more home field advantage. That one...
It's the first purple.
It's the first one, or is it the second one? I think it's the second one.
I don't think so.
I think that's Nymphadora.
I think it's
Nymphadora, because the first one's this one.
No, I thought...
Yeah, these are the first one.
So what is that one over there?
Those, I think, are secondaries that got put into the pot late.
Oh.
Yeah. See how they were at the bottom of the pot or something?
Okay, so what is this?
So these are Nymphadora.
Okay.
And this is Storm on the Sound. Yes, they're very similar. This one is a bit more red.
And then we have to find a name for that.
We'll figure it out. And then we have Be Still My Heart.
What's this one?
Pine Barrens.
More Pine Barrens. We have it in Fingering and Aaron.
Eleanor,
after my mother.
Because it is a perfect blue.
Yes, and here it is in the Aaron and in the Fingering. It is gorgeous.
True Aid.
I used to drink True Aid when I was a kid. First child, my mother wouldn't let me have carbonated drinks. So True Aid was a soft drink without carbonation. And if anybody's as old as I am and ever went on a car trip in the South, you knew there is True Aid. And they had orange and they had grape. And I loved the orange, can you tell? So that's True Aid. And then, what is this?
Hold on. Look Into the Future. It's a pretty pink with some gray
in it. I really like it.
I do too. We have to figure out how to replicate that one.
And then we have some over there. We have a few more over there.
We have a gradient. We have a gray that we're calling, a gray black that we're calling, hold on, I have to pull it up. That we're calling Deep Thoughts. And then we have a gradient in grays that we're calling The Night is Young. And then we have a gradient of blue and purple that's called Inner Turmoil.
Mm-hmm. So we will have it all skeined up and ball banded by Wednesday, which is knit night at Knit. And I'm excited about it. Really am very excited. And then I think we could ask people to tell us what colors they'd like us to do.
Sure.
And we will do them. And then I will be taking pictures of each one of these so that we can at least remember what we've done. Good. And they'll be ball banded in, and I guess Cheryl put them up for sale on Wednesday. So that'll be very exciting. But anybody has some ideas about other color combinations? I know that I love speckles, and so I think we'll be doing some more speckly kinds of things. And I think we also are very fond of getting kind of interesting...
This kind of modeled light variegation.
Yes. Kind of we're working on trying to do more of that. So that's very much our thing. And then doing speckles on top of that is kind of our aesthetic. So that's been keeping us really busy. And of course, then I went on vacation.
Yeah.
So anyway, we will have all that stuff ready for Wednesday. We're real excited.
Yes.
I think that's about it. I think we're going to weave in our ends. Do you have anything else?
So, no, I was real ambitious, and I thought I was going to get a lot of stuff done over vacation, but the heat was just so oppressive that...
Enervating.
I just did not... It just wasn't happening.
Okay. Well,
so I got one sweater done, which I was really impressed with. These guys are all the same. Then you put the greens in, and you put other stuff in. So you cover up that one, and this one is Storm.
That's Storm.
That's Storm.
Okay. We're
having troubles here.
Yes. I'm leaving Storm out on the table.
Okay. And then... I brought like 4 or 5 projects. No, we have 2 up there.
I see. Never mind. I'm fine. I'm sorry, what now?
It's a good thing she has me.
Yes, it is.
She almost double booked us for my friend's wedding, too.
No, I said I have to check. I'm out. I'm not at home. I have to check.
It was very cute, though.
Come on. I covered myself.
You did, which was fine.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was.
You have to understand this wedding, for some reason, I think it's going to be on the 28th. It is in my head that it's going to be on the 28th.
It's not.
No. But that's where it is in my head. Okay. But I covered the invitation to the opera at Hempstead House. So if any of you are from Nassau County, there's going to be an opera done.
On the 21st of July at Hempstead House.
Hempstead House. And it's like Love Something.
It's called... Oh, gosh. I don't even recall.
Anyway, it's cute. And one of our choir members is in it. And I really wanted to go.
I did, too.
But we're going to be in Pennsylvania.
Così fan tutti.
Così fan tutti. It should be great.
Yes.
So, and we've seen an opera at Hempstead House in the summer. And it was, the setting's perfect. So, if anybody can go, I would suggest it. Daniel Klein is our choir member, and he sings bass, and it is resonates in your heart. It's gorgeous. But other than that, I don't think we have anything else new.
Besides the fact that I want to knit all of the things.
That's usually true, and I can't find the sweater, but it's around here someplace. We offloaded everything off the boat.
Except for the toolbox.
So as I go through things that are around here, I'm sure I'll find it. And if I can't, well, then I'll start lifting up cushions on the boat and I'll find it there. I worked on it, I think 1 or 2 rows, and that was it. So I will locate it so that I keep working my way through these pile of bags on the floor here. Yes, the socks are an interruption, but Tour de Sock supports Les Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders, and I want to support my team. So I'm hoping 4 days on a sock. We'll see, because that would give me time to finish my sleeves before the next sock. Yeah. So we'll see. So that's all I have to say. What do you have to say, my dear?
Let's weave in those ends.
Weave in those ends. People, let's start posting pictures of your WIPs that you've finished. We'd love to see them. And it's good to be home. We'll see you.
All right. See y'all. Bye.